That seemed a little too filled with excitement. I don't know why I'm like that. Where do we go? You're over there. It's been a while, so I'm starting to do that again. I don't know what I'm doing this for. Don't know. I'm just suddenly chatty. And I don't know why I'm chatty, because don't know. Probably because I've been out today, I guess. Well, not I guess I've been out today. I have been out today, but I guess that's the reason why I'm feeling a little chatty. Even though I have been out chatting, sorry. God, I'm why my nose. Ah, oh, so grotty. It's not even really running that much, it's just itchy. Now, see, I was thinking about, like, I was going, what am I going to talk about? Because I've been sitting here for 5 minutes going, I want to talk, but what am I going to talk about? I can't just, like, start filming this and just hope to God that I've got something to talk about. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I listened to Electric Warrior last night. Maybe I'll talk about that. And then I almost clean forgot about it. Honestly, I really do think I have early onset Alzheimer's. Because I just am so bad memory wise. Anyway, so I listened to, and this is like the first time I've actually done this with a T Rex album. I actually listened to a whole album because I've been this bit of hair is really annoying me, and I tried to fix it up before I started. I was going, oh, does my hair look alright? And then I was going, oh, there's that. And I was here like doing this. I was licking my fingers and dampening it down, going, oh yeah, that looks alright. And then it's just oh my God. Anyway. I want to go through. Oh, actually, what I was about to say before I rudely interrupted myself. I have been very tentative with what I was listening to with T Rex, Mark Bolan. Kind of just playing a few songs and just, you know, dabbling a tiny little bit. Just absolutely got hooked on. I mean, I knew it anyway, but I didn't know it that well, and I never sort of sat around playing it, like, kind of repetitively. But I really got my hooks into Jeepster and 20th Century Boy. So they were the ones that I was just kind of like going back to. And then last night I was thinking like, wow, you know, maybe I should actually just take the plunge and give Electric Warrior a full listen from start to finish. Something I've never done before. Seeing there's, you know, the whole Hall of Fame thing, and he talked about it, and he was going, yeah, Electric Warrior is the first album I got, kind of thing. Now see, Jim Kerr, you contradictory. Now you said some time ago, I just going to pull you up with these things. You said some time ago you couldn't remember which one it was that you bought first. Whether you bought Roxy Music's first album or whether you bought Electric Warrior. And then now you're going, oh, Electric Warrior was the first album I bought. But was it? Was it, Jim? I mean, for the purpose of that post, yes, probably it was. But was it really? You know, I don't have the best memory, but there are certain things I retain. Like you going, I can't remember which one of the two I bought first, Mr. Carr. But for the sake of, it working in the post, let's just say that Electric Warrior was the first album you bought. I won't tell anyone. So, I actually, listening to it last night. Sorry, I just got on the Spotify just to look at the track listing. Listening to it last night, I used to, I, me and the other half, we watched a thing about Bolan. Oh God, how long ago was that? Back, probably about like 8 years ago or something. It was quite some time ago now, at least 5 years or something. And they were showing like bits of footage and stuff and that, and I had honestly, until that night, I had never heard Cosmic Dancer. And so I'm sitting there listening to it, and I'm going, like taking in the lyrics as they're showing him doing the performance, and then when it said it was, I couldn't remember the line then, like from hearing it then, but just like hearing it over the past few times. He says, something about, I can't remember how he words it exactly, but it's like he rhymes alone. I think it says something like what it's like to be alone. I liken it to a balloon, and I'm like, like I just remember that, like on the night watching that program, going, I was like, I was like over to the other half, and I go, did he just say he likens it to a balloon? Like, just as this kind of like, just contentious, like tenuous rhyme. I'm going like, but now, like listening to it over the on and off over the past week or so, but and last night listening to it, I'm like, I am actually really liking Cosmic Dancer now. Not that I didn't, but it was just always that, like I used to sort of go, just that line is just silly. I'm just going, but now I'm actually starting to come around to the idea that actually is a very clever line, because who would rhyme alone with balloon and make it fit, like to sing it in a way in which it actually does sound like a rhyme. I know I'm going, actually, I probably was just being a little bit inverted, had a bit of inverted snobbery going on there about this, like, that's not a real rhyme, what the hell? And now I'm thinking, okay, I might give you this one now. Upon reflection, I might actually give it to you. And there is actually something quite, it's very pondering, and pondering in a kind of way that becomes sort of slightly unexpected. Actually, there were things that I really liked I mean, I gotta look up stuff because I was going Lean Woman Blues, like when that was on, I'm going, is this actually a cover? Has he done a cover of something? Because this does sound like really, really bluesy. And I just didn't expect an actual blues sound like that to come from him. I don't know. Um, yeah, it was, I don't know. It was kind of strange. It was strange to listen to it after so many years and everything. And I mean, it really should have been obvious to me to kind of explore him and the music, like explore him, like you know what I mean. There'd be many a woman out there who would love to have explored him. um, Ripoff was a real like different one. Like I wasn't expecting that either. Like I was hearing things that are just going like I didn't expect these from Mark Bolan. um yeah. Ripoff was really like I was really getting into that. um yeah. I know it's all real I'm just going, it's all real good, you know. Of course it is. Everyone else just, yeah, I hear the like crowd of like, duh! You know, because sometimes I can be a little bit slow on the uptake. Yeah. Um, so I don't know why. I don't know why it's taken this long, and just yeah. I don't know. Um, as I was about to say, you would think as a consequence of being a massive Bowie fan and a massive Bowie fan since 1985 that I would have at some time, at some point, explored more of T Rex and Mark Bolan, but I just never did. Maybe, I don't know, I probably had this thing about his voice and I was put off by that because I used to. I won't lie, I found it grating for a long time. Like that whole, like, ugh, like, I just. I was kind of like, what do people like about that voice? And whenever I sort of like heard something that, played on the radio or anything, I was just like, I don't know, I can't remember what I called him. It was like just called him Larry the Lamb or something. It just sounded like a bleating sheep, and I just was like, I'm like, is this kind of not for me? I don't know. I just was really just quite dismissive and just, even though some things I liked and some things kind of caught my attention, it wasn't. Don't know why. Other than that, which is really petty. When I think about it, in retrospect, it's a very petty thing to just go, I don't really like his voice very much. He sounded like a lamb. And I'm listening to the stuff. I'm going, it isn't anywhere like I thought. I don't know. Yeah. I, I, I mean, probably that's the thing even with Cosmic Dancer, because I'm going like, as much as I'm being won round by Cosmic Dancer, there is a bit where he does do that. There is that kind of bit, and I'm like, I'm not sure I like that bit so much. And it reminds me of this Bowie like would do this thing where he'd mock him sometimes. Like Bowie has done like mocking stuff like for quite a time, you know, well, for quite some span of, you know, doing on the Anthony Newley stuff, like Scott Walker stuff, like the things like he does, like he's done on things like Song for Bob Dylan, where he actually kind of almost sounds Dylan-esque as well. Like he does this thing, and there's a track on, I think it's on, come on, think, put your brain in the gear. Oh, I can see the cover. Butter of Suburbia. And there's a track on Butter of Suburbia that he does, like, and he does this thing with it. Now I gotta remember which one it is. Is it Untitled Number 1? It might be Untitled Number 1, which I really, really like, but he does this. I have to find it. Hope to God that this doesn't. I think this is the song, yeah. Yeah. It's Untitled Number 1, track on Buddha Suburbia, right? I'm gonna have to try and. I'll find the bit. Sorry. I'll put headphones on, find the bit. And then, because then that way I can just play a little tiny snippet of it and hope that it doesn't like get my whole video pulled down off YouTube. Because I'm literally going to play 5 seconds of a thing just so you can hear him do what he does. Bear with me, because I got to find the bit. I've tried to fast forward too. Did it a bit there. But I want to find the bit that does both bits. Come on. It's coming up, I think. Come on. Sorry! I thought it was coming up closer than I thought. I might not be able to do it anyway because there's space in between. I thought they were together. Well, they kind of did. Right. Let's take that back about however many seconds. We won't be coming straight into it. Where's the... There we go. Which I love that song, But I used to go, why are you doing a Mark Bolan thing over the like backing track? What the hell? um. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I was just talking about being put off by exploring him, but yeah, because I checked out everything else. Well, I say everything else, but I checked out other things as a consequence of being a Bowie fan. So I would obviously I got into Iggy, and then I looked at the Velvets. Probably didn't explore Lou Reed himself as a solo artist quite so much, but at least explored the Velvet Underground. Well, to a degree. I mean, not fully. I mean, I only really knew the, Velvet Underground, the Nico album. I shall refrain from referring to it as the yellow piece of fruit. um, who else did I kind of... I don't know, I'm trying to remember who else I explored as a consequence of Bowie. Never really tried Scott Walker. I must admit. Only because I've felt, or I had heard that he could be a bit of an acquired taste, like latterly in his career. So I didn't really I've never really explored Scott Walker very much. Don't know. I'm really kind of taking much Eno either, really, to be honest. So I suppose I only really kind of explored Iggy, I guess, because their working collaborative relationship was closest, I guess. Yeah. And I suppose I only really kind of started to look at The Idiot and Jesus, my brain is bad today. The Idiot and what's the other one? That's for life. Oh my god. How appropriate that I should stumble upon and be stuck on The Idiot. Yeah, anyway, so I don't know, back to Electric Warrior. Now we're stuck on Buddha or Suburbia, duh. I'm trying to think of, like, was there something that I didn't really like, or... I stopped listening at Woodland Rock. I mean, there was a kind of deluxe thing, so it had I don't know where the actual original album stops off at. I assume it must be stops off at Rip Off, because then it says there was a time / roll ramp / electric boogie B-side, and Hot Love A-side, Woodland Rock B-side, The King of the Mountain Cometh B-side. So they sound like they're all extras. I don't know where the Rip Off is an extra as well, but I don't think there was anything that kind of I didn't like. I don't remember Life's a Gas very well. I know that he did a thing. Is it was it with Cilla Black? It was someone weird, and I was like, what the? Not someone weird, but like just someone that you wouldn't expect him to be matched up with. Yeah, I'm sure he did a thing with Cilla Black, and then so I'm sort of in my head like Life's a Gas seemed like it was just a bit of a kind of, because I'm like all I could think about was the Cilla Black thing, and I'm just like, So, but when I was playing last night, I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of seems quite sort of melancholic in a way. There's this, or just kind of like, I don't know. I liked it. I liked it though. Yeah, it's alright. I've been out today. Walked into the city. Like right into the city. Like, yeah. All the way. I went all the way. God, I can try and push innuendo into everything, can't I? In my dreams, I went all the way. God damn. Yeah. So, yeah. But I didn't go. Like, you're gonna know what that means. I didn't go the way I went in last week in the A23 route. I went to. I went that way instead of going that way. I went that way. And went down to the canal, Spears Wharf, down the little thing, the M8 underpass, Calcaddons, down Cambridge Street, to Saki Hall Street. I was actually like, just, I'm surprised when I do it that it's actually, it's not that bad. It's a good walk. It's easy, really. It's just need weather that's been more compliant to it. Compliant? I don't know. That's not the right word, is it really? I don't know what I'm on about. Yeah, just needed to walk it off because I was meeting Michelle and we had donuts. Well, I was the very model of restraint because I only had one donut. Yeah, it was a real model of restraint. I'd have had 0 donuts, I know. But hey, I went into the city and, I had one donut. I mean, I've been in the city and I've had no donuts. I can be the actual proper model of restraint. I can do it. But at least I burnt it all off today before going in. Oh, I very nearly, because it got to 10 o'clock and I had some washing that I'd done and I thought, should I leave it for the other half to put on the line? I don't know. I'm a real fuss pot with this kind of stuff. It's like, I want to put the washing on the line because only I can put it on the line properly. So I'm like, should I leave it to her? Should I just run a little bit late? Or if I don't leave now, then I'm gonna run late, and I was still contemplating the thing of like, which way am I gonna go? Am I gonna walk down the Spears Wharf and underpass MA and Cowcaddon's route, or was I gonna go like the other way, sort of like down Postle Road, Applecross, and then down to St George's Road and to St George's Cross and get on the subway? And then I was thinking like, oh, when I get there, almost, you know, it's Gordon Street. You're almost in, you're almost at Central. So like, what's the point of like getting on the subway? Because I'm gonna end up kind of nowhere near where I need to be, sort of getting out of a subway stop. So I might as well just walk it all the way in. Let's go Cowcaddon's and just, you know, go down there where it intersects with the thing and it meets up in Cambridge Street, and there's, I just want to say it now because now I can say it, in Buccleuch Street. Yeah. So, walked in. Weather was good. I think they've dredged the algae out of the canal because it was looking very crystal clear today. And I don't know when the last time I was at the canal was. Probably about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. But there was algae around there. And I remember saying to the other half, like, the algae's getting pretty bad. They need to dredge it. I think they have, because there was none. Or just, maybe perhaps it would be miraculous if it naturally died off and was just all gone, like the way it was looking today. I don't know if that's possible. I'm guessing they dredged it because it was just not an actual sight of it. And it all looked very clean. Even like, I can't remember if I looked at that bit. Like down where the Theatre of Scotland rehearsal place bit is. And then that seemed like, from memory, that was all kind of clean around there, and that was really building up and getting quite manky down there. So yeah, I think it had a bit of a clean up. Leaf litter. I can't stand leaf litter. Leaf litter is my new bugbear because, well, not my new bugbear, it's always my autumnal bugbear. That I love the leaves and I love the colours and everything, but oh my god, when they fall and it just becomes tons of leaf litter everywhere, I feel really, really, really unsure on my feet. And this is the thing. Today, when there was masses of leaf litter, I was being very, very careful and lifting my feet up and being very precarious. And being, you know, very particular on my feet kind of thing. Like, you know, just watching my steps and taking it easy. And then at other points where, like, there's like a random leaf, I can feel myself going, I'm like, oh shit, you know, like just at the point where you're not being so mindful and watchful of your steps, and there's like one rogue leaf that just makes you go, I don't know about banana peels tripping you up, but friggin' leaves do. So I might have to invest in my perma grips. If there are Timpsons still open. Yeah, so, and then, what happened then? What happened then? Oh yeah, we got our donuts and I think they changed the drink. What was butterbeer, and that tasted like a kind of hot Werther's original drink has now been changed and named it a kind of malted butterscotch thing, which is still really very nice, but it's quite it's much more creamy. Whereas the butterbeer, when they were doing it, was like a kind of, like I say, like a just sort of it would be really really hot, like scalding hot, like absolutely, like it was like the most, like just steaming, like molten drink that I'd ever get. Like, you know, and people going about McDonald's coffees being like, like molten lava kind of thing. This butterbeer at Tantrum would be like, you couldn't even begin to drink it for about 10 minutes. You had to just let it really like cool down a bit before you even went to touch it. But it would not be really, it wasn't creamy in terms of like actual cream, like it wasn't sort of milky like that. It was just very caramel flavored. Whereas this today had sort of a milky and creaminess to it. So I think they've kind of changed the formula, not just the name of the drink, but the way that they're making it. It's quite nice. And it wasn't the strongest malt flavour. I mean, I really love malt flavoured stuff. My favourite milkshake when I was a kid, or when I still had milkshakes, and when I loved milkshakes, I still love milkshakes, but don't really have like what we classify as milk bars in Oz, in which you'd actually just go and get a milkshake, you know? Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Pause. I know. 37, nearly 38 minutes in, and I'm going to pause. Oh my god. So yeah. Milk bars, which is a really odd thing. I have to talk about this too. Just as a consequence of talking about milk bars. Milk bars. Oz, right? I started following John Grant on Instagram. I know about, not that long ago, 2 years ago or something. Yeah, it must be, yeah, 2 years ago, roughly, about the time seeing him at the Green Man Festival. He follows this page and would share things from this other Instagram, Facebook, website thing on milk bars. Like, just this guy doing this thing of taking pictures of these old milk bars. And I mean, most of them are Oz milk bars, you know, because and I think it was all, I think John Grant's thing is like because of Mars and the whole thing and the lyrics, and I mean that's the whole thing about Mars. The song is like about this place that he used to go to where he would have these ice creams and milkshakes, and they had all these strange names and things, and so yeah. But me and milk bars. My two favourite milkshakes to get from milk bars. I hate chocolate unless it's chocolate. So I never have a chocolate milkshake. I would have either a vanilla malted milkshake, which is, plain vanilla milkshake with a scoop of malt in it. Delicious. Or lime. I can still taste the lime milkshake. Oh. And yeah, so they were my two. Oh, no, actually there was a third. If I was lucky, it was a rarer thing, really, rarer than the lime milkshake, because they seem to be relatively readily available in Oz milk bars. Banana milkshakes were not that caramel. It was like anything. It was anything but chocolate. Strawberry. I do mind strawberry milkshakes, but I would go for all the others mentioned first. In order of preference, it probably did go vanilla malt, lime, caramel, banana, strawberry, chocolate. I mean, I'd have to really be desperate for a milkshake to accept a chocolate milkshake. But I love chocolate. I love chocolate as chocolate. But I hate chocolate as ice cream, as milkshakes, as cake. As donuts as well. Don't give me a chocolate donut. I don't want one. I might accept chocolate icing on a donut, but it's not going to be my first choice. Why was I talking about milkshakes? Oh yeah, because of the thing. So yes, so we went and had our staff at George Square. That's my head going, what's that place? That big thing in the middle of the thing. What's it called again? Oh my god. Yeah. And then we went back to the Oscar Mazzaroli exhibition. And I splashed out and get a little souvenir. I was hoping that the snowy scene would be available. You'll see it in the pictures. There's not going to be very many pictures this time. Just a few. I didn't go crazy. I didn't take 5 million squinting photographs. Just about 10 or so. Oh, was that before or after? After, yeah. After we went to the Oscar Mazzaroli exhibition again, we went to Glasgow Green and we looked at what's that thing called? God, my brain is so bad. Fountain. We'll have to start playing charades. Oh god. Yeah, and then it's a kind of colonial thing wing. Yeah, colonial thing wing. Commemorative, I don't know what you call it. thing. So it has Australia, South Africa, Canada, India, I think. No, New Zealand, strangely enough. I don't know why that is. So it's like in fours. And the Australian one, it's like, I just called them, I just nicknamed them Bruce and Sheila. Bruce had his beard. And he's, you know, a cobra. And Sheila was looking very proud with her, I don't know what you call it, chief of wheat or whatever you would call it, like just like holding it like a baby, and there was a sheep next to her. It's like, because you know it's all about the wheat and the sheep and all this, obviously. Sheila was a very proud woman with her baby of wheat and a little sheepy by her side. But rather kind of, I don't know, was it ironic? I don't know, but and I'm pretty sure it is St. Mungo, right? And the motto and the, you know, city crest thing, that's the word I was trying to friggin' think of earlier. You watch this, Michelle, the crest. I couldn't even think of what it was earlier on. Oh my god. The St. Mungo on the city crest, because the city crest was underneath each of these representations of the Commonwealth countries. The St. Mungo on the crest underneath the Australian part of the fountain he'd been decapitated. So my lovely picture of, you know, that was home and this is him, was a little bit spoilt by the headless St. Mungo. I don't know why he had lost his head. It was a bit, there was slight disappointment over a rather nice idea of it's like, that was my home and this is my home now. Yeah. Oh, my baby is going to kick off because I want to. ASAP wants to get on the bed, but Sultan is already on the bed. He's licking her to, I'm going to try and put this down. He's licking her to try and appease her. Oops. And I get, oops. And I get that over there. Oh, there they are. Yeah, great. And I just realised what else you're seeing there. Apart from all my, you know, other paraphernalia of earnestness, you're also seeing some boulder holders. For want of a better term. Don't look at the boulder holders, okay? I'm meant to be looking at the cats, not my boulder holders. I'm just interested to see how long Sultan puts up with this. Or whether she's gonna, oh, my babies. I thought she was gonna just kick him off. and she'd just be like, "Oh, she's like, get him back. Oh, my babies are getting on. Oh, look at them." This hardly ever happens because they seem to piss each other off all the time. Right, let's try and get this back. See, it's quick. Let's get off the boulder holders. Oh my god. Oh no, now it's gone. Oh no, it's gone skew if now. Ish. That's alright, I think. I don't know. Oh, who knows. Anyway, I better go anyway. Oh god, that was a bit close. You poor people. Oh god. Yeah. What did we do after that? Oh yeah, we went and had a coffee after we had kind of went around Glasgow Green a bit, and all we need to just to finish it off. I could feel myself going, oh, I need to sneeze, I need to sneeze. I better tell them I'm about to sneeze. Oh, damn. Right, I'm going now. 50 minutes. 51 minutes. Who's going to watch this? Oh my god. If this wasn't the end, I'd just be like, I might put a bit on the beginning. Get yourself a coffee. Yeah. Get yourself comfortable. You're in for the long haul here. Because I'm waffling.